Hey everyone, welcome back to Transport Fever 2 and welcome back to Errors, using our beautiful express train as the quintessential opening shot here. In this case it's actually taking over our cargo express train, and that is actually what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be extending the express network over to the west, and the goal is to join the Great Western Railway with the Great Northern Railway. So without further ado, let's jump into it and I'll explain what we're going to do. Currently, if we look at the map, it's like this is north that way. Everything is coming up the east coast, and I really want to have a way of getting it around here. So we're going to put a rail network around here. I don't think we're going to get it done today, but this will be the next couple of episodes. We'll be working on this whole area. A couple of industries will be added. The cargo network will be kind of similar to the passenger network, if I can find it. So currently, the Great Northern comes up here and continues on. And what we want to do with passenger and cargo, I should say, is have a way to come across, and then the Great Western is going to come up here and join. I'm not sure whether it will go through the mountains or around the coast, and then the cargo is the same. So the goal is to get a town in here. And so what I want to do is make this the main fishing town, or the main coastal town for the map. I want to have it a little bit inland just to get away from the tides. And so we're going to have a pretty big establishment here. This is going to be more like fishing village rather than container ship. If we end up doing containers, I'm guessing it might be way up there where it suggests that it's going off into the ocean, or maybe down the other of the map. So more in the electric area, yeah, probably down here. We'll put the container thing down here. Oil is going to be at that end of the map. So yeah, we'll work it out. But anyway, for now, I want to make what's more like a little boutique fishing village. Before I plump down the town, I will need to build it out. So we need to get the train line across, we need to get the quay in, and we need to get the passenger railway station. Then we can go plop and get a new town in here and join it up. So without further ado, let's jump into here. We are going to be using the Quay mod today. So if we type in QUAY, the Quay expansion pack by Scotch Bob. Huge amount of assets in this, and it's going to give us a nice cool little diorama. So let's do this. You would expect it to come under the ship area, and that is actually how you get the game mechanic, but the actual pier itself actually is going to turn up under trains, because it is a full integrated train place. And so we've got a couple to choose from. You could just have a passenger one and a cargo one. This is more like your traditional straight one, and then even a beautiful L-shaped one, which is kind of cool. But I want to have fun and get this big U-shape going. At the front here, there is actually a swinging bridge, and you actually can do that in isolation. And so there is a loose plan that I may also put in one of these over here, and kind of think of it like a lock. And so at some point we may have a train line that goes across here, and I'm kind of in my brain penciling it in that they may happen at some point. So there is an asset just to treat it like a bridge, but for today we're going to be using this big boy. I am going to keep it on the axis. Let's go across the edge of the world to make sure I have it rotated the correct way. Yep, it lines up. So that's on the like 0 degrees. And yeah, I want to kind of give ourselves some space here. We can always do some terraforming. As you can see, very hardly there is railway track lines, and so out of the left and right we are going to have to deal with that. So what I might do is use this curve as our minimum, and I'm just going to put that right there. And we now have our dock. You can see the water's missing, but we can fix that pretty easily with the sculpting tools. And so we'll go 100%, and I'm just going to grab the depth of the ocean there. We'll go quite wide, make sure it's happy. And I think we can probably cut away at this, and then I'll smooth that edge though a bit. Yeah, and same thing over there. We'll give that a bit of a smooth as well. And I missed the other side, so we'll do that as well. And now we have a dock. And you notice it didn't go, hey, I'm not connected and all that stuff, because it actually doesn't have a ship part to it yet. So currently it is just a train-based one. So all these tracks, these lovely tracks, get rid of that. All these tracks are stopping points, and so we can have fun doing that. We'll have to do a whole lot of painting, and that's what we'll do today. And there's some really cool ones where the trains come in and go actually into a shed, and then you would U-turn in the shed and come out again. Same with that one. So the only downside of this I can see is there's no way to curve it this way. So if a train comes in here, it can go across and in, but there's no way for it to like unload and then come out. It's like this mod is really designed to go inside buildings and hide things and then do an invisible U-turn, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. So let's get the track done. If we press the right button, and I'm just going to come out dead straight here, and we will work this out. So the plan is to go around, and around here somewhere have a passenger service. I think I will delete this road just so it doesn't confuse us. We do have a little bit of a hill to deal with, but I think that's manageable. I think we can get away with that. What I'm going to do is give us a fair bit of track, and I'm going to keep it on the level for a while, and I will do some terraforming if I need to fix it. And this will be the point where we diverge. And so risky, I want to go that way, and so I'm just going to give myself a nice clean radius. Let's go 100 like that. Actually, I'm going to here it says how many degrees you've turned. I'm actually going to turn, do I need to turn perfect 90? Probably not, actually. I can probably go like a 45 degrees. And all right, let's get another track on it. So I think I like the idea of the train being closer to the water. So let's do this track here, and we'll join this up here. And this will be our line into there. So hopefully that's long enough to sit in queue. And then that will go into there, and we'll put a signal. Yeah, just a simple signal can go right there. And then sometimes if it's going flying through, you can go up and around. I think that probably will happen. I'm thinking maybe some of the passenger services might do that. And yeah, and then this can go off into the yonder. And then I'm going to give that a friend. And we'll bring this forward. And once again, actually, I'm going to do it like this. Snap, please. And just give it like a runoff thing. And where that spot is, we'll come across. And voila. And then we'll put a signal there. So remember that how that works. Yeah, I like that. I like the buffer there. And do I want to repeat it on this side? Yeah, actually, I'm tempted to repeat it just from symmetry point of view. Can you do this for me? Let me just delete that. It might be easier. And we have the makings of a pretty cool. Come on, give me 100. Give me 100. Pretty cool thing. We can actually bring that signal a little bit more forward, I think. And done. Cool. Not much work, and that is going to look awesome, especially as trains come across, make the bridge swing. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of activity here. As far as this is concerned, I think we can just continue the curve around. Is this a place where we want to station? You know what? Why not? Do I want to do it? No, I think I like the station over here. I like the idea of it being kind of associated with this. This is where I might start allowing it to climb a bit. And up it goes. I'm actually going to put a signal here just to remind myself that's where the grade changed. And 1, 2... Yeah, actually, I'm going to put the town way over here, like quite a far away, because there's no reason for it to be that close. I'm going to make it way up here. Now, the question is, am I making it so I can't ever turn left and go through the hills that way for the passenger service? I need to make a decision. I think it would look cool what I'm thinking is, would a passenger train go over this? And I think the answer is no. So I'm tempted to put the station this way, come in, we can fix that curve, and have an option for a spur line this way that then goes over that bridge. Yeah, we should probably do that. So there's a bit of a natural dell here. So I think the easiest thing to do at this point is to actually get that station down. And so it'll be Great Western Railway. I'm just going to start with an 80 because I'm going to change it anyway. Footbridge, standard. And let's put that right in there. I think, how big are these stations over here? How long did we make it? I think it's a fair few elements. So it's huge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, let me configure this. It's easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, these are full 320s. Okay. So this train is going to continue on and go over to here. So it's going to have to be pretty big. So let's do that. Let's configure this. We'll use the platforms for Great Western. And we're up to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And done. Really beefed it up, gave it the length, and gave it some overpasses and all the covering, of course. Put the end things on and gave it a bit of track on the end so I could do that docking. I think that looks pretty good. We may have to add one more track on the side or something, but that can be a future problem. Let's get this connected to the world. I am going to have it go both ways. So for now, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And this will go this way. And we'll come out level. I'm going to do a whole lot of terraforming to get rid of that problem. The rise. And yeah, and then we can just join this at an appropriate point. We can just slowly rise up. I don't think I'm going to have any yards or anything like that around here. And I think that looks pretty good. Do I want to clean this up a little bit? You know what? I'm actually okay with that. A little bit of a kink. That might actually be quite fun. I think I'm going to do some leveling here. I'm actually going to give this a nice big flat level. And we'll actually have like two worlds. We'll have a high world, like this is a natural ridge here. And dig that down a bit. Dig that down a bit. Because I do want the town to be quite happy about spawning here. We're going to give this one probably a pretty big one. We'll give it a bit of capacity, a bit of needs. After all, it's going to be a big port, and so let's play with that and assume it's a big economic juggernaut. And we can smooth some of this out. And then I think that will give us a downhill. And then I'm going to bring this around here flat. And there. And then we will come out this way flat. And then I'm just going to let it do whatever it wants to do to achieve that. And voila, we have a pretty good little diorama, I think. And then whatever the level it wants, we will flatten that. Normally I don't like the flatten gun, but I think in this situation it kind of makes sense to do it. I'm going to dig in there a bit and we'll play with that. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then especially around here, I think I might give it a bit more. Yeah, and before I plop the town down, I think I am going to put in some roads that I really want to have that set up the look and feel. I'm okay with these smaller ones. And let's start in the middle. Actually, if you're going to snap, that's even better. You can be flat. You can be flat. Actually, you know what? If I can go under there, that would be awesome. So actually, now bridges can be on an angle. That should work. I was going to say if it's an intersection like a train station, not a train station, like a railway crossing, we'll have to worry. But I think this may work. Oh, that's close though. What we could do is drop down later. So what I might do is around here, we'll come around. And I'm going to come around flat. You know what? If I'm going to come around flat, let's go all the way back to here because I know that around this corner was flat. Come around flat. Did I get that? There we go. Why aren't you possible? Oh, is there still a piece there? There is. Actually, I know that's flat, so we'll use that. And stay high. Yeah, that worked quite well, having that rise there. And then you can come across at an angle. Yep, it's giving us the bridge icon, which is awesome. And we'll bring that back a bit and give you, let's go, something pretty simple, maybe just a little steel bridge. And where's 0 degrees? 0 degrees is there. That should work. And we'll snap that there, same length, so it makes a nice square bridge. Did that actually make it square the other end? Yeah, it did. Yep. And then I'm going to come out forwards flat a little bit. And then we'll bring this back a little bit more. And snap onto it. Is that too steep? No. We can make it. I'm sure we can make it. Too much slope. That's annoying. That's a bit annoying. Well, maybe we made this a little bit too high. So hopefully we can bring this down a bit. Let's go down 1 notch. Yeah. The bridge should be able to go across, yeah, with 1 notch down. So that works okay. Click the right thing. And yeah, I'll futz with the dirt a bit later. Actually, I think I can do it now. Yep. Can I do it now? Yep. Perfect. I think that's come out okay. I think the slope and everything is acceptable. It's great that we've got a road across. And we'll just have some fun with that gun. And this gun, give this area a bit of an area to have some industry in it. I'm okay with the stark edge there. I think that can be, we can have fun with that and give it a bit of diorama around it. And then as far as this end's concerned, yeah, I'll work that out later. But yeah, I'm happy that we do have a road into that area. Yeah, we'll probably do a railway crossing on this one. I think, is this level here? I'm not sure if it is. I think it's level enough. So we'll put a crossing in there. And then that actually seems to have worked quite nicely from an angle point of view. Yeah, like it, like it, like it. And then this can be a gentle road out of town that will follow the contours of the land. Yeah, that works. That works. I like it. I like it a lot. I think that's gonna do us pretty good. All right. Are we time for some plopping? We're not. We need a couple more roads. Need to give this guy an access road. And the other thing I need to do is get rid of the mistake I make every time. I always forget to put a station on the other side so that we get growth on both sides. Let's go. So where's the middle point? So the steps are kind of offset. So it's going to be this one. Was it this one? I think it's this one. And we'll actually give this a symmetric thing. It's going to have huge capacity, but that's fine. We don't really need it, but that's okay. And then we'll go this way as well, about the same distance. I don't know if that's perfectly parallel though with the track, but that's okay. And you can follow along here for a while. If I brought it out a little bit, we might be able to get houses in there. But I think that's okay. Come back a bit, and then let's just go from here to there. I like it. And how much do we want to smooth down these edges before we make it? I think over here it makes sense to smooth it, so that way the town wants to grow pretty organically. And I think it'd be wise to do this as well. And then we'll go this way as well. This will be the main road out of town. Let's let it go up and down there. I think that'll look pretty good. What road are you? You look important. You can go there. Cool. All right. Bit of smooth gun on that particularly, so the houses are happy to dock against it. And I think we have a new passenger terminal and a town. Do we want to finish the train first? Yeah, let's finish the train first, and then we'll have fun doing the final plop and end the episode with the arrival of a new train line. 1, 2. We will just climb here, and it will be in a valley. Nope, you are going to climb, and I'm going to get you pretty close to that point, and then we're going to go up and over. We're going to go over flat, because flat bridges are better. Am I going to go trestle? It's got a slow speed limit, but it kind of looks cool. Not prototypical, but then this isn't a prototype of anything, so... You know what? Yeah, they can slow down for the bridge. They can slow down for the bridge. Yeah, let's get... Yeah, they're going to slow down for this curve anyway. And let's go that way. And maybe we can rise up a little bit so this isn't so bad. And then keep on going. Wow, this is quite hilly actually. I think around here I'm going to start leveling off because we're going to have to get back down again. Actually, we're also causing that to happen over there because of the the V or the pyramid shape that these things have. And keep on going. Yeah, let's start going in this way instead. I think I am going to carve this a bit. Yeah, I think I'm going to carve this a bit because it is a bit ridiculous. Let me give ourselves a bit of a plausibility here. I'm more inclined to have like this edge happening, these valleys. So what I'm doing is I'm clicking on the cliff edge, and then that gives me a height. And so, yeah, I'm kind of giving myself lots of little terrace. Kind of think of this like a Mayan pyramid or something, a step pyramid. And then I will smooth gunify, and you won't even know that we did this. Doesn't have to be perfect. Wow, it was terrible. Come back. Come back. Come back. Yeah, right. Yeah, and then you can go a bit wider. Come down a bit. All right. Let's do this. I'm going to give a pretty good run here. We'll go flat. We're going to have to merge in. Pretty easy. You're going to dock together. Pretty easy merge here. We're just going to go like this. Nothing more complex than that. Now I do probably want to have another siding. See how this one comes off and has a parking spot. That will probably happen on this side as well, but that's really only going to happen once we have a story about the cargo, and I don't want to do that right now. So yeah, that point work will have to wait. Yeah, I am going to keep this either in a dell or something. And you know what? Come over here. Just join. And is this the left or the right track? This is going to be probably... Do I want to get any closer to the water? Probably not. Yeah, this is the left one down here. So, yeah, left. I'm going to have to do that corner there again. And before we know it... Did I just join the wrong one? I said I wasn't joining? I did. That's fixable by doing this. Snap. And with this track, we can say that this new town is joined. Yeah, I'm not happy with this. Where's the bridge? The bridge is over there. So I think this was a bit silly. Maybe the bridge should have turned. Yeah. I think the bridge had a bad angle. So you... Where are you? Where are you? You join onto there. You have that big bridge. That was kind of cool. And yeah, these curves are okay. I'm okay with the left, right. Looks like the speed dipped down a little bit, but we're talking about regional trains here. I'm not too worried about the speed. Oh, we had a tunnel there. I'm okay with that. That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I'm actually tempted to make that tunnel a bit longer. But I will smooth it first so that the entrance is drawn a bit better. And voila. So, whoops, come out. Come out, there we go. Nice, 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 nice. Then from a signal point of view, you know what? I think we actually can put in real signals that are on the gantry here. Let's just do those quickly. They're probably in the wrong spot, but we can always just fix that quickly. This is going to be a 2-0, if I remember right. Yeah. And, oh, yeah, they did line up. Nice. Yeah, signals are a little bit more to the right. If you do a waypoint one of these, you can see, I don't know if you can see it. So this one, the left one, you can see how it's over by a whole signal. So the signal's a little bit more to the right, and they're meant to be on this gantry, on these ones. But you can extend this long enough to get that. So the train will come forward, and if I do this, yeah, and it will stop about there. So it is going to be kind of close, but that's fine. And then this way, do I want a signal that's on a gantry? I think I do. I think it looks quite cool. This is going to be a real signal, and you can go there, use a gantry, and voila. That looks pretty cool. And then same thing goes here, coming out. They're going to need the same deal going on. And so real signal on a gantry. I'm going to use the slower one here because it's not the main line. And snap that there, and there you go. So those guys will come out. That's enough queuing spots for over there. Come out, they'll wait for each other, and off they go down the track. I like it. Just for the sake of it, so you can see what this is like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little shuttle train. Am I going to do that, or am I going to have fun with the purple one? No. I don't want to... The goal is to bring the Great Western over. You know what? Let's do it. Let's waste some time. It's not going to cause anything, but currently it comes in, and it actually goes to the right. So what we're going to do is when it goes from limestone down to far to the left, goes through here, we are going to come in actually, and we're going to come into 3, which is that left track. And then we're going to go forward. We're going to go down this line, and let's find one which is kind of fun. So we're going to click on this one, and let's choose a station. So there's so many to choose from. So what we want to do is for it to come through here, go around there, come out wide, go around wide and then leave through there and go out that way. So we want something that kind of stops over here. So let's go with something that's wide. So this is inside the building, in the port. I think 7 to 8 goes into there. Is there actually a way of... I don't know if they actually have a stopping point that is on the main line. Interesting. So they're all dead ends. Well, that's kind of annoying. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. So yeah, because these are all dead ends. Okay, well, it can come in and do that. Let's go way around the far side then. Let's go all the way around to 4, and then it's just going to do a U-turn and come out. That kind of sucks. I don't want that. I kind of want it to be more animated, like we go through. I suppose it does mean that crossing traffic isn't as busy, I guess. Yeah, it's kind of disappointing, actually. I was kind of hoping for something better than that, because that goes into the shed. I was kind of hoping for it to go in and around. If I go the opposite direction, what's 9? Yes, 9 goes out wide. Let's do that for now. They can come in, and then they'll reverse on themselves, go across the bridge a couple of times, and I think that would look cool. It's a bit wasteful, because nothing's going to happen for now. Actually, maybe we'll bring goods in for this town. Actually, it won't be wasteful. It'll be good. And then coming this way, so it went in on the left one. On the way out, it needs to hit this one again, and then we will go on platform 4, which is what it is. And then that'll go then north over there. We'll come back to here. I don't think I want to go through here again. We could even just express it past, actually, on that way. But currently it comes into this one on the right hand side. There's 3 and does a U-turn and comes out. So you know what? I'm actually tempted to get rid of that. Well, we'll leave it for now, because we actually are, based on the last episode, getting bricks delivered. This guy actually will have... Yeah, he's got tons of bricks on him. But yeah, here's our first guy going down that track. And if we follow him, he's going to drop off here, then go forward. And you know what? I am going to just watch this guy finish, and then next time we'll actually press play on the creation of the town, and then we'll finish off the passenger loop of things. So the passengers will come expressing straight through here. Nice. And then we can do a ride along. Actually, let's do a ride along this way instead. Now you should go forward. Down the bottom it says it's going to Ambridge Cargo, but it's because it's just sitting there. It's because you're loading. Yep. Oh, we're going to go forward. Awesome. So this is our first run on the Great Northern Railway extension. And we actually need to give it a name. So actually I'm going to press pause for a sec. And I want to disclose the name. You know what? Let me put it down the station. Let's put down the town. This is going to be called, so just because this is Glasgow, I'm going to kind of have an homage to that. And we're going to call this, if I type quickly, Gwenlow is the name I've decided. So there'll be Gwenlow there. This will be Gwenlow Docks. I was going to say port, but docks. And what we haven't done, and I'm going to do it very quickly now, but what I'm going to do is put down one of these. And so this goes here, and it causes docks outside, and I've got water. I need to go around this way. Yeah. So this needs to go like this. And it just, you can see how over here it just sits happily. And I just need to put that like there, I believe. If I can get the right spot. Where is it? It was happy before. Where is it? It is right. Come on, I saw it. Does this need to have water on it? Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem. Put that back. I'll do that. I don't think that's a problem. Yeah, it's fine. Yep, it is fine. It is all green. And, you know, I said I wasn't going to do the town, but let's do the town. It's so simple. Under street construction, we have the advanced town builder tool. Let's go pretty big. Let's go 200, 200, 200. And I'm going to dock it right in here. Oh, that looks awesome. Well, Hornsey's a good name, but sorry, you are going to be called Gwenlow. So there we have it. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, and we'll do the train line later. So risky, yeah, I think I'm going to go that way and through the hills. And then so we'll bring the Great Western this way next time. And we'll bring the Great Northern this way next time. And they'll converge here. And in the future, we'll have another train line that goes off that way. But to finish the episode, let's just have a train ride with this guy, see what it looks like. Press pause, jump on there. Now, obviously, we'll have to... Oh, signals, we'll have to do a whole lot of fences and ballasting and all of that stuff, but that can be next time. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I think the extension across to the west here has worked out quite well. It should be fun to see a bit of traffic along here. It's going to be interesting balancing the port delivering stuff versus the train. Actually, we need to do a whole lot of smoothing here as well. We'll do that next time. Yeah, so we don't want to have the two fight with each other. I'm not sure whether I want this line to be going down here. I'm torn between, I don't want the train to flip at the prior station, but it probably makes more sense to have, yeah, I don't know, have like a regional line for cargo delivery. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the best way to do it is. Maybe the Great Northern just comes to here, goes around the dock and then goes down south again and doesn't head up north into what would be Scotland, and we have a separate train line that just goes between Ambridge and Scotland. Maybe, I don't know, we'll find out. I think when we get to the diesel age and the electric age, we're going to do probably a whole lot of line reassignment and redesign. We'll have the track infrastructure in place, but we'll update it to do that. This is cool. Now, at this point, the cargo is not connected by like trucks or anything to the town, so I highly doubt that's doing anything. And also, we didn't actually configure needs on the town. The town doesn't actually have any goods needs at this point. But I'm quite happy with the way that's turned out. We're going to go through the tunnel. So don't forget to put a like on the video and subscribe, and definitely put comments down to tell us what you want to see in the future, what type of industries. I think I'm interested in making a little bit more fishing up this end. We've got some fishing down south that we did in like episode 4. I would like to maybe revisit fishing again. We do need to expand our diversity of items. So like, I don't think we're making tools at the moment. We're not making enough. What's the gear one called? Machines. We're not making enough machines yet. So yeah, there's still definitely a lot to do. Yeah, this looks okay. Into Quay. Thank you, Scotch Bob, for your awesome mod. Makes it definitely easier than trying to manually make the thing yourself. I do have the deceleration mod, a realistic train speed mod. That's why this is going slower. Oh, looks like when I put down that key, I glitched it through the train tracks. We'll have to fix that. Oh, this is slow. Actually, you know what? That's a tight radius. Let's zoom up a bit. Yeah, I think this train might be too big to come in here. This needs to be more of a boutique small train. Yeah, I don't think this is appropriate to come in here. We need a more of a goods shuttle, I think. Yeah, we'll fix that next time. And we'll give this guy some trucks that deliver it into town and all that type of stuff. Now, obviously, if it's coming here, it is going to have to then shuttle off to elsewhere. I thought I'd change this. Oh, I obviously didn't. But yeah, lots of things to do and fix. And yeah, and definitely there's a big problem there. But yeah, we will work that out all in the future. Thanks so much for watching. And yeah, we'll fix this problematic key next time. Bye, everybody.